After an exciting surge in travel following the COVID-19 pandemic, ticket prices for flights in Europe and Asia are starting to level off, and in some cases even drop. This change comes as a bit of a setback for airlines, which are dealing with higher costs and fewer available planes. But travelers will benefit from the increased affordability. When the world began traveling again, the high demand and limited flight availability led to skyrocketing ticket prices. But now it seems the rush to travel at any cost is calming down. This is an obvious challenge for airlines, which are dealing with higher costs and fewer available planes, particularly as plane manufacturing is constrained with Boeing unable to deliver as many orders as expected, thanks to safety concerns and increased regulatory scrutiny. When the world began traveling again, the high demand and limited flight availability led to skyrocketing ticket prices. But now, it seems the rush to travel at any cost is calming down. People are becoming more mindful of their spending, especially with inflation making everyday living more expensive. Ryanair's CEO, Michael O'Leary, recently shared that ticket prices aren't climbing as much as expected, which caused a dip in European airline stocks. He said, "It's surprising that prices haven't been stronger. We're not sure if it's just how people feel, or if there's a recession vibe across Europe." Data from Forward Keys shows that ticket prices in Europe stayed flat early this year compared to last year. In Asia Pacific, the situation is even more pronounced, with prices down about 16% from January to April compared to the same period last year. Despite posting record profits, Singapore Airlines noticed slower growth in the past few quarters. They anticipate that ticket prices will continue to settle as more flights become available. Cathay Pacific's CEO, Ronald Lam, expects that by 2024, airfares will find a balance as the supply of flights catches up with demand. Post-COVID travel restrictions lifted more slowly in Asia, and international flights are still not back to pre-pandemic levels, especially between China and the US. In Australia, international airfare prices fell by nearly 13% in the first quarter of the year. However, prices in the Asia-Pacific region are still higher than in 2019. For many travelers, especially in Europe, the focus is shifting to finding budget-friendly options. With rising costs for hotels and car rentals, cheaper destinations like Turkey, Romania, and the Balkans are becoming more popular. Travel spending in Europe is expected to reach €742 billion this year, a 14.3% increase from last year. However, much of this spending might come from wealthier tourists from places like the United States. Meanwhile, Americans continue to prioritize travel, with a strong labor market helping them maintain higher spending levels. In the first quarter of 2024, a record 16 million Americans traveled abroad, surpassing pre-pandemic numbers. According to Bank of America, average travel spending per U.S. household was slightly down from last year, but still significantly higher than in 2019. Airline industry experts believe that while we're seeing some regional price drops, it's more about finding a new normal rather than a downturn. So, as the travel industry settles into its post-pandemic groove, both airlines and travelers are finding ways to navigate this new landscape. Whether you're planning a big trip or just looking for a quick getaway, being aware of these changes can help you make the most of your travel plans.